big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play in the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Williams will pass. Hauls it in. The Huskies get enough to move the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a stripe for a completion.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Williams looking for a man. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, and you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Green. Taking a shot on the first play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
But how is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
To the air on second down. Moving away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got some movement into the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
That could not have gone any worse. This offense set up Palmer at the 1, going the wrong direction, man.
Yeah, it's way harder to score touchdowns from this area of the field because you can't throw into the end zone so easily. That was a golden opportunity. They got to come up with something positive here.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams will pass. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. A Great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Stevens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Starting from their own 12. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Green. The throw to the outside is complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. It's Russell. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Finds his tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Russell. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Green. Got it in the middle, it's Pratt. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
He slings it deep to the left. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Williams looking for a man. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Runs through a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Green. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Delivers the stiff arm. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Evans. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Otten. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They take the lead with the 6.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the quick grab.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Green. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years.
There he goes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Creates a little space. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the air, it's Green. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Razorbacks will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams will pass. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Look out, he's got room. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? QB draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Green. Right on the money. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams looking for a man. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Uncorks one. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they...
Touchdown, Arkansas! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, How about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Green. Makes the catch, a 2-point conversion is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. Turning it on. Just plowing ahead. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Otten. And he's dragged down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback keeps it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Got the first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Here comes the heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking to throw on third. That's caught. It's Evans. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.